Hey guys, let's get this party started. Bear with me while I leave links. We'll see who's up and about. How long the lag is too. Decent lag, decent lag. Fairly long lag. Really long lag, looks like. Let's see. There we go. Do we have sound? Yes. Okay. All right. If you're here, go ahead and comment so I know you're here. Okay, we'll wait for a minute or so and see who shows up. Have my Coke ready to go because I'm really tired. Is anybody else out there a night owl? But then have to, society makes you get up early. That'd be me. So 2 nights ago, I was up until, I was on the phone with a friend of mine until like 20 after 4. And so I probably didn't go to bed until sometime after 5. And then got up at like 8, right about 8 o'clock. And then last night, I probably went to bed about 2 something, 2:30-ish or something, and then got up this morning at 8:45. But somebody else a night owl and suffer all the time because the world does not run that way. Okay, we'll wait a couple more minutes. See who shows up, and then we'll get started. How's everybody doing? Is everybody surviving the summer? The summer is a hard time for sales usually. Although this is the first summer that I would say doesn't feel as horrible as, they're slower. Sales are slower than they are during other times of the year, but it's not been a huge drastic drop for me, I don't think, which is unusual. Now, this month will change because everybody is spending their money on back to school things. And as a matter of fact, this weekend in Ohio is, a tax-free weekend applies in school, back to school shopping for clothes and things. So the next couple of weeks will probably slow way down because people are doing back to school shopping. Looks like there's some freezing action happening with video. Let's see what's up. Oh, somebody's here on Facebook. Let's see where. Oh, it's Mindy. Let me see. See if she's coming to hang out or not. Okay, so let's get started. Campaign 21. The cover is the new mascara. It's the big and false lash volume mascara is what is on the front. Gosh, I don't know why the change your quality to HD if you have HD viewing capabilities. Normally, the live hangouts automatically project in HD, but it doesn't seem to be doing that today. So if you want HD quality, you might have to change your settings on the video. Okay, so this is the front page, and on the back, deodorants are on the back on sale for $1.49. I think that's Mindy responding. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Mindy's trying to get on her tablet. Okay. All right, so on the back are the deodorants for $1.49. So, I mean, that's kind of the normal sale price for them these days. But it's a good opportunity if you have customers who have never tried the deodorant. You know, this is a good opportunity to really kind of feature it and try to get them to try it. You know, $1.49 for a deodorant is a good price for experimental purposes. You know, so when you have somebody who is maybe stuck on their whatever they're using or is hesitant, be like, look, it's $1.49. You know, if you don't like it, you don't ever have to buy it again. But how are you really losing anything at $1.49? You know. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to mention, there really isn't anything in here that's being listed as discontinued or anything like that. One thing I will say is lately people have been getting, when they put their orders in online, they've been getting notices that items are listed as, you know, like they get the yellow dot that says, you know, clearance item, you know, while supplies last type thing. And it's showing up next to items that have not been indicated are being discontinued. So somebody mentioned it on the Maven page the other day with a product, and now I'm forgetting what it was. But they were a couple campaigns behind me, so I looked in the current catalog and I said, hey, you know, it's listed in here as normal 2 or 3 campaigns later. So I think that's a computer situation where they're maybe not using the right verbiage, or it's just not coming up properly, or it's a computer glitch or something. The same thing is happening to me right now in campaign 20, where the Skin So Soft neck and chest cream is coming up the same way, but it's in campaign 21, you know, regularly priced. So now I did back order it one campaign because that's the pricing that the customer is ordering it at. So is there a possibility that because I'm in the future campaign that they have a certain amount that they designated to be sold at that sale price, and when they run out of that designated amount, they're not going to honor any more of the sales at that price? And because I'm already past that, I might be first on the list of people to get dropped. You know, if they run out, that could be the case. And because they just don't have a way to explain that, they have it coming up marked as clearance while supplies last. I really don't know what to say about that. But if you're seeing that when you're placing your orders, don't necessarily freak out and assume that it's a product being discontinued. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if you will get it at that price or not. And I don't know if it's a computer glitch or why that's happening, but don't freak out. And you should be watching these videos anyway, because I'm telling you guys the things that are being discontinued. So you should already know whether it was on the list to be chopped or not. But that point aside, I just wanted to mention that because it does seem to be an issue, and multiple reps are having the issue with, you know, it not giving, I don't know, proper information, I guess, or concerning us about something that may not be an issue. So anyway, there's that. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about with this catalog in particular is I just wanted to mention that the Halloween stuff is all listed as while supplies last in here. So the Halloween stuff is, you know, really only having like a 2 campaign feature. And to be honest, it didn't really have a feature. I mean, they didn't really ever put Halloween like on the front cover or anything like that. So that to me is kind of a marketing miss, in my opinion, because, you know, Christmas is the, you know, first largest holiday as far as sales. Halloween is the second largest holiday as far as sales. So that was an opportunity missed, in my opinion, by Avon by not featuring those items, and not having, you know, a lot of a selection. They had an okay, I mean, they had a few things, maybe 2 to 4 pages worth of a spread. But anyway, the quantities appear to not be high as far as quantities available either, because they did list it as while supplies last, I think, in the second catalog that it was in. So anyway, it's while supplies last fairly quickly, so just be aware of that. One thing I want to talk about, which is, you know, this is going to be the part where people, this is kind of the negative conversation, is the candles. And the reason why I want to talk about them is because in this catalog, Avon has lost their minds and jacked up the prices in order to try to make a sale price look like a good price. And the sale price is actually 1 penny more than what we normally sell them at anyway. So, or 5 cents more. They're either normally priced at $9.99 or $9.95. I think $9.99. So in this catalog, they have priced these candles that we have been selling now for what, 2 years or something. They have priced these at $19.99 each when sold separately, and they're putting them here as choose any 2 for $20. Okay, well, let's talk about this for a minute. First of all, they have lost their mind if they think that anybody thinks that these candles are worth $19.99. Okay, they've lost their minds. There is nobody who is going to see a $20 value in one of these candles. Now, our candles are really, really good. They are. They're really good. I really like them. I've had a lot of success selling them. But they're not worth $19.99. Just plain and simple. So, and the sale price at choose any for 2 for $20 is a penny more than what they are normally regularly priced. Okay. This is going to tick people off, especially the people that have been buying the candles and pay attention to marketing things, which all of my customers do. My customers are very smart shoppers, okay? And I think most Avon shoppers are very smart shoppers. Our customers are very smart. So this is going to irritate some people. If I had to just jump out on a limb and say what I think they're doing is I think that they are trying to replicate Bath and Body Works style, you know, scent style, scent selection-ish, and their pricing. Now, that's a mistake for a lot of reasons. First of all, Bath and Body Works is not in turmoil as far as trying to get their feet on the ground and trying to build some kind of brand recognition for themselves. Avon is. You know, our sales are struggling in North America. Our brand is struggling. You know, from second to second, they can't decide who their target market is or what they want to sell and blah, 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 blah. So we, you know, to try to replicate Bath and Body Works based on brand image is a mistake. That's the first thing. The second thing is that, and now I used to work for Victoria's Secret Direct, and you know, if you're familiar with companies, you know that the limited brands owns Victoria's Secret Direct, Bath and Body Works, Henry Bendel. I mean, you know, tons of stores. They used to own Express during the time when I worked there. They sold Express. You know, they bought international lingerie companies, and you know, so that stuff changes. They used to own, you know, some of the plus size stores that you guys are probably familiar with, that kind of thing. Okay, so they're owned by the same company. Online customer service, you know, Victoria's Secret and Victoria's Secret Direct are not the same company. They are owned by the same company. Sometimes they sell some of the same things, but they're not the same company. So Victoria's Secret Direct's customer service and all of their business is housed in one building, and it is here. Their shipping department is in Columbus, along with Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works online customer service is done by Victoria's Secret Direct customer service reps. Some of their other business is outsourced by a third party. You know, their packing and shipping is done by a different group. It's not done in the same warehouse as Victoria's Secret stuff, which is like the size of almost 30 football fields. So it's not done in the same place. They are special handling, which is what I did the majority of the time for Victoria's Secret Direct, which is like fraud investigating and that kind of thing, is handled by another party. But all of the online customer service is done in-house. So we were very familiar with their products and their branding and their pricing and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so long story longer. Every quarter we would have a large group meeting, and limited brands gave us numbers where we ranked in sales competing with other businesses like Sephora, like that, you know, Victoria's Secret brand versus Bath and Body brand. Avon was in there. You know, all of the big brands you would think of, places like companies like Estee Lauder, you know, L'Oreal. So they gave us the numbers all the time, quarterly numbers. Where do we rank? Where do we rank in regular sales? Where do we rank in online sales? You know, how are we doing as far as company size, just sales in general, you know, quarter to quarter, yearly, blah, blah, blah. So we got all those numbers. What I can tell you is that Victoria's Secret Direct and Bath and Body Works were never, Avon was always ahead of the majority of those companies. This was at the time. I left that company in 2008. So things have changed. You know, what people maybe don't know or don't remember or what have you is that when the recession hit, we were in a recession long before anybody ever said we were in a recession. People call it the recession of 2008. The recession started earlier in the 2000s. Avon at the time in 2008 was still a company who had really not been affected much by the recession. When the recession started, long before people were saying we were in it, they had already changed the way they sold things. They made things a lot cheaper. They were focusing on, kind of like Walmart does. They knew that they would make their money back in the bulk that they sold, and that they didn't need to price things so high to try to make revenue. And what they were doing was they were making customers who were now struggling financially stay customers by making things even that much more affordable. So people were still spending just as much because they were buying more things, but spending the same amount of money, and it worked. Okay. So what I can tell you is that Avon was always ahead of them. So for Avon to be replicating or trying to copy what I think they're doing, in my opinion, a company who has always been behind them, I think is a mistake. That's the first thing. Avon needs to create their own brand, not try to replicate another brand. That's the first mistake. The second mistake is to think that the $19.99 pricing works for Bath and Body Works, because it doesn't. Or Victoria's Secret. They have White Barn, Candle Company, and all those things. It doesn't work, and it's never worked. Bath and Body Works always knows, their sale time, just like Victoria's Secret's sale, which is why they do it twice a year, is a huge sales number time. They know that people don't buy candles at $19.99. On occasion, you have somebody who will do that, but people buy in bulk when the candles are on sale and they're getting them for $5 a piece. Okay? So to try to replicate that pricing, especially when you're not selling them at $5 a piece, is a mistake to begin with. So what they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up ticking people off and losing more customers, because they've been doing very well with candle sales, and people know that the price was not $19.99. Okay? And they were willing to pay $9.99. The candles have never been on sale, except for the summer candles at the end of the season went on sale for $1 off, just to clear them out. And people have been buying them at $9.99. Okay, so here's what I want to say about that. Appreciate it, because the $9.99 is still more than what the majority of people buy things for at Bath and Body Works. Okay, with candles for. Appreciate the fact that people were willing to buy these at full price. Don't try to trick them and charge them a penny more. And my suspicion would be that candles have been selling fairly well, and so they're seeing this as an opportunity. Well, if we bump the prices up, it's a way to make a little bit more, a little bit more money, because that's a popular branding or marketing or sales decision, is when you have when you're struggling in other areas. If you have a product that sells really, really well, if you bump the price of that product up $1 or $2, knowing that you might lose a few customers, but for the most part, it's so popular that people will keep buying it. That's how you make up the difference for other areas that are struggling and kind of maintain your revenue. Okay, so big topic. Has less to do with actual sales and more to do with marketing and branding strategy and company to company competition and those kind of things. But it is important for us to know this stuff and to not only know it, but to give our feedback to Avon when they're doing something that is probably a mistake. And in my opinion, this is a mistake, because when people are ticked off at Avon as it is, doing these kind of things just reinforces their ticked offness and makes them more ticked off. Okay? I love these candles. I love our candles. I've had a very good success with selling them. I will stop promoting them if they try to be sneaky and do things like this and try to trick customers into paying an extra penny for them. Okay? If you want to sell the candles at $10 a piece, then change the price from $9.99 to a flat $10 a candle rate and leave it alone, right? That's my input on that. So if you have opinions about these type of things, I'm really pointing this out because this happens in other products sometimes. on occasion. But this is the first time where they've kind of blatantly done this in a long time. So if you have opinions about that kind of thing, you have to give it to Avon. So if you're a Maven, expect to see my comment, hopefully if I don't forget this afternoon, where I go onto the Maven page, because Avon is still reading those, and I say, hey, Avon, the pricing on the candles in campaign 21 with that whole 1999 business is whack. Don't do that anymore. You're ticking people off, right? Expect to see that. Okay, so there's the negative thing for this campaign. And you know, I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to hear about that kind of stuff, but that kind of stuff is important because these kind of decisions are what could make or break our brand, and that's just the truth. And when we are on as rocky, unstable ground as we are and have been, and seem to be not getting it together probably anytime soon, and we make these kind of decisions, it's a mistake. If we were on solid ground and Avon had, you know, huge brand loyalty, I mean, this is how you lose people who are brand loyal, is by doing this thing. We're trying to get people back and trying to build new customers that are brand loyal, right? So this is the you couldn't come up with a worse time to do something like this. The timing on this is the worst it could ever be on these kind of marketing ideas or marketing. This is a marketing mistake. That's what that is. Anyway, sneaky stuff never works, and the more you try to sneak in the sneaky stuff, the more you lose customers. So that's why I wanted to talk about that, because I feel that that's very important. Those kind of decisions that are being made at the higher levels are very important to whether our brand lives or dies. And we are on rocky ground, so it's important. Okay, so here is the Mark Magalog for campaigns 20 and 21. Millie's vlog is here. Hey, girl, hey. Where you been? I haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to? Let us know how your summer is. Okay, so here is the Mark catalog for campaigns 20 and 21. There wasn't any like sale prices or anything in here that I wanted to talk about, so we won't go through this. I showed you the new stuff last time. Millie says I'm so right about the candles. Thumbs up, girl. Thumbs up. Okay. So here's, it's got like the fall fashion on the front as we usually do. And then on the back, I talked about this before. On the back is the juice gems, which I thought was kind of strange because they put them all there and they put all the colors there, but it's not an actual sales page. There's no pricing. There's no item numbers, and it refers you to turn to page 28 to get that information, which I think is just a little strange. I don't know why they would take up an entire page to advertise them and not just make that a sale page. So, I mean, I get that they might be trying to get somebody to open the book and see what's in the book, but just put that there too. I don't know. So anyway, I'm not going to go through that because we talked about this before, and I've shown you the new things that were coming up in the what's new in the past. So that would just be repeat information. Let me check really quick and see if these Facebook comments are... Oh, my phone's going off. Are in relation to this really quickly. Gosh, lag today is terrible. Minnie is listening on her phone, but she can't comment. Hey, Minnie, if you want to, you can put the comments here, and I'll try to flip back and forth. And if you want to give feedback, I'll say it out loud so people can hear it. Okay. Summer's going okay for Millie. It's going by fast, isn't it? I can't believe we're almost halfway through August already. Crazy. Okay, so there is a mini catalog, this campaign, as there almost always is. On the front of it is the bonus size maximum strength cracked heel cream. They're selling it for $1.99. And, there's the picture of the girl walking through the grass with no shoes on, barefoot. And on the back, they're doing a bundle where you get both for $4.99. So it's a bundle of the Moisture Effective Eye Makeup Remover Lotion, which is a holy grail product for me. If they ever get rid of that, I think I will probably spontaneously combust. And they're bundling it with the Makeup Remover Wipes with Mineral Complex. So if you've never tried this eye makeup remover, let me just tell you how I use it. I like to use cotton balls because I don't like mascara. You know, mascara will stain washcloths. And I do still use washcloths because a washcloth is one of the best ways to exfoliate dry skin off your face. It just sloughs it right off. But I use cotton balls for this. And what I do is I put the cotton ball under the water and I squeeze the water out because I don't want it dripping wet. I just want it moist. I put a teeny tiny drop on the cotton ball, like half of the size of a pea, probably a quarter of the size of a pea. And I just take the cotton ball and I just, wipe off my eye. And you don't have to rub or anything. This stuff gets everything off. Waterproof, not waterproof. I don't care if the product is made of cement. It takes it off. All these people who complain about waterproof mascara and that they can never get waterproof mascara off is using a crappy makeup remover. This stuff really works really, really well. So, I take that eye off and then I just flip the cotton ball over. Some of you might want to use another cotton ball. I flip the cotton ball over and then I, squirt a little bit on the other side and I do the other eye. And then I wet my face and I wash my whole face with, a cleanser, which the cleanser that I use it's an old discontinued cleanser by Avon and works really well to remove your face makeup. You could use this all over your face if you wanted to, like with a cotton pad or something, and break up all of your face makeup, which would be a really smart thing to do. But I have a really good cleanser, so I just wash my face with the cleanser, and then I take a washcloth, and I get the washcloth wet, rinse it off, and I just wipe over my eye just to get any residue, because this will actually get the makeup out of your eye as well, because when you put makeup on, you do get makeup in your eyes. So this will coagulate all of that makeup that is in your eye together, and you can get that out as well. Oh, Minnie says she can comment now. Woo woo. So anyway, so I just get off any residue if there is any with the washcloth, and I wipe all of my the face gunk off that I just lathered up. I rinse the washcloth, I do it again. I rinse the washcloth, I do it again, because I like to make sure there's no residue on my face. But you could do this. I mean, you could just wet the corner of your washcloth and put some of this on it and get your eye makeup remover off. I just use the cotton balls because they're disposable, and that way mascara or really good eyeliner doesn't stain my washcloths. Okay. I've never tried to use cotton pads. I'm not a real fan of cotton pads. I prefer cotton balls over cotton pads for pretty much everything, nails, eyes, whatever. But you could, I'm sure it would work just as well with that. But I do moisten them first. And I think some people maybe use this dry, which it probably works just as well dry. I just prefer it moist. But anyway, so there's a little tip if you've never tried that. And if you've never tried it, it really works. It is the best, hands down, the best makeup remover on the planet. Okay. Yeah, Mindy says, hey, Mindy, hey. Hey, girl, hey. So there's that on the back. I think there was I went through these like over a week ago, so I'm kind of just trying to remember. I do think there was maybe one flyer exclusive in here. Let me see. Let me see. There's a lot of clothing in here. A lot of the summer clothing, like the early spring clothing, is in here. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe there wasn't a flyer exclusive. There's a nice little set, like bundle in here that let me tell you about this. It's a set of 4 for $12.99. It includes an eyeshadow duo, a wash-off waterproof mascara, a lash conditioner and primer, and then one of the Avon eyeshadow primers, like the light beige in the little pot that everybody liked. And so you basically have a choice of 3 different eyeshadow duos. So you pick the color of the eyeshadow duo that you want, and then you get, you know, these are all the same. That's a really good, not only is that a really good price, but the Wash Off Waterproof Mascara is still a fallback go-to for me for customers, especially my customers that wear contact lenses, because it does not flake in their eyes. And my customers are willing to try all the new stuff. They're really good about it. They enjoy trying the new stuff to give me feedback, but they still most of the time go back to this. Mindy's used the makeup remover as long as she can remember. I know. And remember when they originally launched it, remember they had that version, and then they had an oil version for people who like, you know, who liked the oil. But the oil they eventually kind of got rid of because it just didn't sell as well as this one. And this one has lasted, you know, it is an all-time top of the line. It probably is my absolute favorite Avon product ever. And I do mean ever. But what I think is interesting is that they're still selling these eyeshadow primer pots, you know, and this has been like a discontinued product for, I mean, almost 2 years, right? And so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Are you still selling them? Are you not still selling them? Are you just trying to get rid of excess that we still have sitting in the warehouse? I don't know what's up with that, but a lot of people would be happy to see that because a lot of people really liked it and really were upset. So yeah, pre-Christmas sets to sell. Yeah, and I don't know that the duos that they chose are necessarily like the smartest duos to have chosen, unless these are the ones they're trying to, you know, aren't selling as well or something. Only because, I only say that because there really isn't, I mean, this is semi-neutral, but, you know, an intense orange like that, a lot of people are going to be a little afraid of if they're makeup newbies or not very makeup brave, you know, not very experimental, you know, so there really isn't like a neutral as people would, you know, the general population would describe a neutral to be. So that's a little weird, but I don't know. But this is a good way though for people to get their Wash Off Waterproof Mascara and to get their primer if they fall under the category of always annoyed that we don't see these products as often as we should, especially this. That basically went away, but apparently didn't go away. But it also has the lash primer. So the lash conditioner primer. So that's a good opportunity for them to try that product as well. So anyway, so that's in there. But I was thinking there was a jewelry. Let me check one more time. I was thinking that there was a jewelry flyer exclusive. And maybe there wasn't. Maybe it was the last one, but I'll just check one more time. One thing I think is interesting is there's a decent amount of our new jewelry and our fine jewelry in here that isn't normally in here. So yeah, flipping through, I'm not seeing it now. So if it's here, it's not jumping out at me. Yeah, okay. So there's that. You know what kind of sales are usually in here. 3 for this, 2 for that. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of jewelry. That's what that one's about. Leftover spring fashions and all that kind of thing. Okay. The outlet book. On the cover of the outlet is the Avon Pro travel case that we sold. Minnie says maybe the marketing department used the wrong picture of the primer, pulled an old picture out of the stock photos. Yeah, could be. You never know these days, you know what I'm saying? You never know. But $4.99, that's a pretty decent price for that. For somebody who's in the market for something like that. On the back cover is the spring hand cream, the silicone glove version. It's on sale for 89 cents. So this is a good time to stock up on these now and use them as little free gifts for the spring. You know, just hold on to them if you have the funding to do that. don't buy them if you don't have, you know, a portion of your profit that you can afford to put back into it to buy them. But there wasn't, I'm trying to think, it seems like there was one thing in here, a product that I was kind of like, oh, really? That's in there? Let me see. The purple and the blue Saved by the Gel eyeliners are in here. If you, I mean, a lot of people like those and maybe didn't get to buy them when they were in the book, so they are in the outlet book. Let me see. They do have the, you know, we talked about that Guadalupe Distroller stuff that they had. They had the body oil. So now they have a lip balm and a hand cream in here. So if, you know, apparently I was told, I think Erin was saying that they, these are products that they've sold, you know, like in the more of the southern states. And they didn't sell those here, but they are selling them in the outlet book here. So that could be something new for somebody. One of the Avon Naturals liquid hand soaps is in here. It's the strawberry and guava version. I mean, it's on sale. It's $3.99, but that's like a normal sale price for us. So that's in there. Maybe that was it. Let's see. There's anything else. A lot of our sterling silver jewelry, a lot of the fine jewelry is in here. So okay. Oh, and then a couple of the original packaging Beyond Color lipsticks. You know, there's like 4 of the shades are in here. Okay, so there's that. So now we are on to the what's new, and this has some sneak peeks of, well, I mean, it's fall fashion, but it has some sneak peeks of Christmas. So we might take a little while to kind of work our way through. But the front of it, which is probably going to be the front of the campaign book, has this beautiful kind of wrap on it. So, of course, that's the first thing we'll talk about. It's called the Fabulous Reversible Metallic Wrap. Okay, so it's reversible, but it's not, the print is not different from one side to the other. The finish is different. So on one side, it's just the regular print. On the other side, it has like a metallic finish, I think is what it said. Let's see. Yeah. So one side is going to be like, you know, like a matte version. The other side has like a metallic. There's some animal print. Let me see what I want to show you. Okay, well, let me show you these. There's a leopard print trim shoulder bag and a Cushion Walk Peekaboo leopard trim booty. Let me show you those. Pretty cute. So the peekaboo is this bit here, because the black portion is kind of folded down like a little flap, and so this is kind of peeking out of the top. So those are kind of cute. I will tell you that wrap is line dry, so you know sometimes customers metallic print on one side, non-metallic on the reverse. So that's, you know, sometimes people want to know, well, can I throw that in the dryer or that? You cannot throw in the dryer. We have some more camis, lace camis, but that's some, you know, one of those 4-packs. So I'll just tell you that, but I'm not going to show you those because that's something we see all the time. There is a cute, the Body Illusions line. There is a lace bodysuit, and it's hand wash, line dry. It's got the hook and eye closure in the crotch. You know, like there's the row of 3 hook and eye closures. And it kind of gives you the sort of boy short, cheeky sort of look on the bottom, which is different than a lot of bodysuits. So that's pretty interesting. So you can see that there's lace around the front, like above the cups, and then there's lace kind of like a tonga that wraps around sort of like the hips kind of thing. Oh, let me see. I'm getting some notifications on Facebook. Let me see. Oh, okay. Not related. All right. Making sure. So anyway, that's kind of cute and a little different from what people might see other places. There's some pajama things, moccasin slippers, very similar to the ones we've sold in the past, so I won't show you those. The watch that we talked about before, that's part of the jewelry bundle, the other color that's available is blue. Well, they're calling it navy. So here, let me show you. So remember we talked about the red one, which is called wine, the other shade, and we said that it sounds like there's probably other shades. The other shade that is available is navy for that. There's some nylon wallets and a tote bag, which look cute, but I'm not a fan of our nylon products because they just don't hold up. They're doing the Elgin 2 watches, and Elgin 2 is like a, you know, kind of a decently known hoity-toity brand. So they're doing like a men's and a women's version. So I'll show you those, but what I really wanted to tell you that I thought was kind of exciting is, you know, we always do our NFL watches for men, and they're doing a version for her. They're doing 2 of them for her. So one of them looks like is Cowboys and Steelers for her. And then for the men, they're doing Steelers, Cowboys, Packers, and Patriots. And I really wish they would just do the entire line, because I never sell these ever. Because, I mean, I live in Ohio, and it's Cincinnati Reds, you know, and it's the Bengals for football, and they never sell our brands, and we have a huge market. So I never sell the sporting stuff in this area ever. Never have. It's never been popular because they don't reach our market with these. But let me show you all of them. So here are the Elgin watches, the for him and for her, Elgin 2. They're not the regular. And then down here are the men's NFL watches, and then the 2 women's. The women doesn't have all 4 like the men. Amber's here. Hey, girl, hey. Everybody give her a hey, girl, hey. So anyway, but they are doing the 2 for women. So that's, you know, thank you for acknowledging that women do like sports, because I'm a huge sports fiend. And I would like some Reds and Bengals. You know what I'm saying? In Ohio State. Okay. This is the catalog that previews that Torsade necklace, the pearl one that we talked about that's in the jewelry bundle. It also has the earrings that we talked about in the jewelry bundle, which does have a oh, excuse me, there's my yawn for the day, which does have a matching necklace. Let's see, there's like 2 pages of jewelry, so let me decide what I want to show you. So let me show you this necklace, because I think this is pretty. This would probably be my pick of the campaign. It's called the Opulent Clusters Collection. There's a ribbon statement necklace, a flex bracelet, a ring set, and interchangeable hoop earring set. That's what those look like. So it is like a chunky necklace, but it's one of those that's attached to a ribbon versus being attached to a chain. So it's a nice mix. Sometimes you'll see companies do this because it's cheaper to provide a ribbon or a cord than it is to provide a chain. You know, but it's a nice change of pace, you know, for what people get used to seeing all the time. So I'm not against those styles coming around now and then. Sorry, I had to yawn again. I hit it. But here's the necklace that goes with the earrings that we talked about last time. if you're curious. Okay, and then let's see. I'm going to show you these bracelets because we talked about these before. Remember, in the jewelry bundle, there is the charm bracelet that said strength on it and had the anchor and the word strength and then the little like bead bauble. So the full line is in this campaign, and there are 3 choices. One of them says family, and it has like the tree of life. One of them has strength, which is what was available in the bundle with the anchor. And then one of them says faith, which has, you know, Guadalupe or one of those, I don't know, one of those people that I'm not so familiar with because I'm not Catholic. So you guys can tell me who she is. I don't, it's not like a depiction of Mary or anything like that. I don't think so. I think it's a, so anyway, those are cute. And those are similar, like I said before, those are similar to that Mark bracelet that's included in that 4 bracelet bundle. I'm going to show you these because these are similar to, we sold a version of these last year. I think I like last year's version better, where we have 1 red choice and 1 multicolor choice. So these are very similar or look very similar, but they have a rhinestone in the middle. But they're doing hoop matching hoop earrings. So you can buy the necklace and earring set that is just like kind of what we sold last year, like this year's version of what we sold last year. But these hoop earrings you can buy separately. So we'll see if you'll remember. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see them. If you were a rep last year. Okay, so kid stuff. Let's talk about kid stuff. That's something I wanted to talk about too. I've noticed in the last like two campaigns, I think, we're really not bringing out as much kid stuff as we have. And I think in this book, the majority of what is in campaign 21 is actually clearance kid stuff. You know, there's not much new kid stuff other than like that Elsa sweatshirt, you know, hoodie thing. So we're not bringing out as much kid stuff as we have in the past. The kid stuff that is in here, we're definitely not bringing out as much small child kid stuff. I mean, we haven't done baby items in a long time now, which bothers me because I used to sell a decent amount of that for, you know, infants and toddlers clothing. But anyway, when we lost Tiny Tilia, we lost baby stuff. So I like what's in here, but there's not a lot of variety. But what I do like is they are attempting to make things that are for kids that are a little bit older, where that has been a group. You know, my niece is wearing like a size 7 and 8 right now, and I'm freaking out because you know, there's no clothing sizes for her when she reaches the next step, and there won't be until she's wearing actual juniors clothing. So there's a, you know, a multi-year gap where there's not really going to be things that are suitable for her. But this is like an attempt to reach that generation gap that we traditionally have had. So it's not the greatest items, but I like that they're making an effort. Okay. So the first thing is a 3D landmark puzzle set. And so it's basically like paper. It's like paper cutouts, and they kind of put the paper together to make these 3D puzzles. So it includes 8 world landmarks, and it's recommended for ages 8 and up. And it is paper, but it has things like Big Ben and the Leaning Tower of Pisa and the Eiffel Tower, and that kind of thing. The other item is called the Mighty Machines book with building blocks. And so it's a book about building machines, and it comes with 165 blocks the kids can use to make their favorite trucks. And it's recommended for ages 6 and up. So the blocks are kind of like Legos, like a, you know, a different version of like Lego type things where they can put them together. But it looks like there's a backdrop where it's like construction area scenery, and then they can build their little cars and drive them around in front of it. Okay, so let me show you these. So here are the 3D puzzles with the landmarks up here. And you can see that the paper pages, they have to punch them out of the paper themselves, it looks like. But, you know, 8 and up is good. Because I was thinking that I was not going to be able to really buy my niece anything for Christmas this year out of the catalog because she's too mature for the toys that they've been putting in there lately. And she's not big enough to have the women's clothing or jewelry stuff, so, or junior stuff. Down here is the building blocks. So you can see they have like little backdrops, and then, you know, they can put the little blocks together to build things. So interesting there. And then they're doing Peanuts, which I'm totally excited about. There's a Peanuts 65th anniversary throw. And then a Peanuts Snoopy and Gang set, and then a Peanuts Snoopy musical cuddle pillow. Okay, so here is the throw. And then here is the little Snoopy and Gang set. So they're like the little figurines, you know, the little overpriced figurines. And then here is the like stuffed Snoopy. He's 18 inches tall, so a little over a foot, and he plays the Peanuts theme, Linus and Lucy. Okay. And the pricing really is not bad. I was expecting those punch out things to be like $19.99 or something because they've been going a little crazy with pricing. The landmark puzzle set is $12.99. The book with the building blocks thing is $14.99. So not too bad. The throw is $19.99, which is kind of our standard throw price. The Snoopy Gang set, it's $12.99. That may be a little high for what they're getting. The cuddle pillow is up there. It's $29.99. You know, but again, we do have to pay licensing fees for this kind of thing. So that's why those are typically priced higher. Okay. Now, we're starting to ease into Christmas gifts. I will say in this catalog, the Christmas decoration stuff, I'm not that wowed by. But hopefully it gets a little better. There's some cute things, but so there's a whole page that's basically about like wine and cheese, you know, the wine and cheese idea. So there's a wine chiller with spout, which is basically one of those things that when you open a wine bottle, you know, you fill it with water. You fill this tube with water and put it in the freezer. So it's basically just like an ice cube, and then you stick it down in your wine bottle so it chills your wine for you while you're drinking it, or keeps it chilled. Then there are mingling plates which those are those little plates, like little hors d'oeuvre plates that have the little hole in the side so that you can put your glass in there and sort of hold your glass and your plate all in one hand. Amber says, ugh, Christmas. I know, right? Well, you say ugh. Well, I'll be selling this in exactly 1 month. Trendsetters will be selling them in the first part of September. So talk about some ugh, right? Trying to get your customers to be doing all of their Christmas shopping in September is not an easy task, but my customers are I've got them trained fairly well. Then there is a cheese board entertaining set. So it has a magnetic block, which is kind of neat because it holds, you know, you can, like the spreader and stuff, you can magnetize to the little block so they're not like falling off the plate. That's a good feature. I like that. So it comes with the magnetic block, stainless steel utensils, which includes a spreader, a fork, and a mini cleaver or knife. And then a porcelain dish for spreads or condiments. So if you're using any kind of additional spreads or olives or things they could put on cheese and cracker. And then it has like the traditional cutting board. Okay, so let me show you guys this stuff. Amber says, poor Shannon. I know, right? Wah, wah. Okay, so this is the little chiller thing. So see, it's like a tube. You fill the tube with water and then freeze it, and then you stick it down in the bottle, and it makes your wine cold. Then here are the little plates, and they're looks like the colors are red, blue, and green polka dots. So kind of cute, but something you could find like at the dollar store type thing. Let me see what they're made out of. Melamine is what it says. And then down here is the cheese stuff. Here, can you see the little magnetic strip? It's really just like the cutting board with just a magnet probably glued to it. But, you know, it's a good idea to kind of keep these from being, you know how it is. People try to cut them with knives or spreaders or whatever, and then they end up falling all over the table kind of thing. They never stay on the serving plate. So it's kind of a nice way to keep them on the plate. Amber thinks she should try the wine chiller. Okay, then on the next page, we're having an oversized stained glass goblet, which is, you know, wine glass. It holds up to 25 ounces and features a gorgeous design. So it has like, you know, have you ever seen the glass blowers that do like have the glass has like the multicolored sort of speckled dots in it? That's what these are like, but it's just on the very bottom of the glass. 25 ounces. So we're getting people wasted and fat on cheese is the theme for this Christmas. It's called you get the alcohol. Excuse my French, but we call them the alcohol shits in these parts, you know. You get the diarrhea from the alcohol, but just stop yourself back up with the cheese plate. And there's my politically incorrect comment for the day. So there's that. And then these I think are cute. It's a set of 2 gift charm ornaments. They're $9.99 for the set, which is kind of pricey. But they're basically like little metal holiday ornaments that you could put on the outside of anything, really. It looks like it has like a little maybe stretchy cord, like the kind of cord that might be sort of like a hair tie or something. But you can put it over the top of the bottles if you want to give them as a you know, as a gift. See, or you could just use them to decorate. Amber's laughing at my wasted fat people. We're gonna get you. We're gonna chub you up for wintertime and get you drunk. Just kidding. So there's a little snowman. It looks like he has little. It's not rhinestones, but he does have some color on him, on his scarf, like little red polka dots with a little bit of green. And then the Christmas tree has a red star at the top and little green spots, like, you know, for like little lights where the Christmas lights would sparkle. And then it looks like maybe a little green on the bottom. So there's a little bit of color there. You know, I have to say something funny or you guys would be bored out of your minds. Don't push the envelope a little bit. We'd all be yawning, besides just me. Okay, so there's that. Then here's the holiday decorations, the start of holiday decorations, hopefully. And they're, I don't know. I don't feel like super overwhelmed. It's things that are similar to things we've done in the past, but there's nothing. This campaign is not going to have like, oh, that's the most beautiful Christmas decoration I've ever seen. I have to have that, you know, for my mantelpiece type thing. Okay, so there is a snowflake card holder with a snowflake card holder wreath. So it's basically like one of those things where you can stick all of your cards in it and keep them and display them. It's like a wire star-shaped thing, which I'll show it to you, but And it does look like on the front, which you guys are not going to be able to see, it looks like right on the front in the middle, there's a little snowflake on there. Then there's also the Countdown to Christmas Advent garland. So this is a little garland that has little tiny stockings that are numbered, where you could stick like one small thing in each one, or maybe like a couple, maybe like 2 little pieces of candy. If you stuck a nail polish down in there, it's probably going to stick out of the top, kind of thing, but it might fit. It looks like they have things like eyeliners in there. So these are small little stockings, but a cute idea to have a little advent calendar where you can take a little gift out every day. There are decorative light up trees, and these they require batteries. It uses 3 AAA batteries, but these are kind of like the sort of wire trees that you find in places like Home Goods or places like that, where it's just a stick with these little wire bits that stick out that make the leaves and look sort of like it's been spray painted gold. Okay, that's what this is like, but it lights up. Okay, and they're showing 3 of them here together, where they're encouraging you to encourage your customers to buy more than one to make it a display. Amber says she hasn't sold many decorations in the last few years. Yeah. I think when people don't have money to spend, that's kind of one of the first things that goes, because we're still in a recession. So, it's kind of like that's the stuff they used to buy, or they would normally buy, but they're not buying as much of it. Plus, part of the problem is that we're becoming so politically correct that people are afraid to buy somebody as a gift a holiday decoration because, they're afraid to possibly offend them, or they're so overly sensitive to, oh my gosh, what if they're not Christian, or what if but they don't bother to really actually find out. So people aren't giving those as gifts, where that used to be, like a holiday decoration used to be like your go-to gift that you gave to any, everybody kind of thing, right? So that's part of it as well. And then they also just kind of randomly threw in here, because there's really no acknowledgement of Thanksgiving anymore. There is also a roast and serve 3-piece set for Thanksgiving for the turkey. So it's one of those things that has the, like the metal grated plates where you can carry the turkey, like you can pull it out of the pan and sit it on your serving tray. And then, it has a rod down the middle, so you pull the rod out so you can take it apart and pull it out from under the turkey. Okay, so here is the gold. You could also put photographs in this if you wanted to. I mean, I think aside from the fact that there's a snowflake on the front of it, this is something that could, be a little bit more of a permanent decoration, or that could last longer through the winter if you wanted it to. I mean, even with the snowflake on it, you could use this all winter and put photographs in it if you wanted to. And the snowflake, you guys are not going to be able to see, but it's kind of right there in the middle, kind of on the front of that round disc. So just like a wire star-shaped thing. And then here is the garland with the little tiny stockings. Here's the tree, and they have it grouped as 3 here. But it kind of looks like it's just stuffed into like a little wood block. So I can't really tell if the wood block is gold or if it looks a little more natural. They look different. Each 3 of these kind of looks different in this picture, so I can't really tell. But I mean, you've seen things like this before. Sometimes they sell these for people to hang their jewelry on, that kind of stuff. But these light up, but they do need batteries. And then down here is the turkey serving contraption. Okay. Now, the very first advanced order opportunity in the book. Advanced order opportunity, earn 45% based on the campaign 23 brochure special prices. This is a 9-piece collection, and it is the winter soft version of Skin So Soft. So the last handful of years, every winter, We do a Skin So Soft line, like a limited edition seasonal Skin So Soft, not limited edition, but seasonal Skin So Soft line in that focuses on winter and the cold in some way. So this is the winter soft version. And the collection is going to include 3 polishing body washes. I don't know why it's polishing. Let me see. Because it doesn't say that there's micro beads or anything in it. So I think it's just a body wash. 3 polishing body washes, 3 hand creams, and 3 body creams. The value is $63. Your cost is $23.01. You earn $18.90. No limit, delayed billing. You order in campaign 21 or 22. You're billed in campaign 23. You pay with your campaign 24 order. It's not full award sales. So if you're not to President's Club yet and you want to stock up, just wait and stock up out of the catalog. You won't make as much money on it, but if you're getting close to President's Club, get to President's Club. That's important. You will not ever make money selling Avon if you do not make it to President's Club. Minnie says, it looks like the Charlie Brown tree. Yep. It kind of does. The price on those, yeah, see, the price on those is $19.99. $19.99 when you have to buy 3 batteries is not, in my opinion, good pricing for something like that. Even though I understand that it lights up. But I mean, I'm thinking $12.99 would be a realistic price. $14.99 tops. Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of see why I'm kind of like, not that impressed by what I'm seeing so far. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so let me just show you what the packaging looks like. So the hand creams are here. This is the polishing body wash, which I don't know why it polishes, because the description says creamy lather buffs away dull skin and renews radiance. Well, the lather's not buffing away anything unless there is some kind of acid in it. And unless there's like microbeads or something in it. So if you put it on a loofah, your loofah will buff away your dull skin and renew your radiance. But the shower gel itself, I don't see any ingredient listing or anything to make me think that it's really going to do anything. So, and then here's the body creams, which are just the tub body creams. The Skin So Soft shower gels though are really nice, creamy, moisturizing shower gels, so I do like them. I just am not have an issue with that whole polishing part. Okay, then a special representative offer. Save 45% on the bonus size lotions and the regular and bubble baths, which is regular bubble baths. So these are our bonus size lotions with the pumps, the 33.8 ounce ones. So it's all of the moisture therapy line, and then all 4 of the Skin So Soft lines, and then the 24 ounce bubble baths. So it's just a 45% offer. For the body lotions, you pay $5.49 each, plus the full tax. And on the bubble baths, you would pay $2.74 each, plus the tax, the regular price tax. It's no limit. Order unlimited quantities in campaigns 21, campaign 22. You will be billed in the campaign in which you order. The your cost price counts toward award sales, so it's not full award sales. And then your credit limit, as always, comes into play. So there's the lotions. Here's the bubble baths. Amber has customers that want that line all year. The winter one, the winter line, me too. I have that all the time, especially when they do the hand soaps, which doesn't look like they're doing this year. But my customers love seasonal hand soaps, and I keep telling Avon, bring out the freaking seasonal hand soaps. And every time you bring in a seasonal body lotion line in the naturals line, you should have a hand soap with it, because that's that's what they want. That's how they make their regular humdrum home stuff fun, is they switch out fragrances based on the season. And they never listen to me. So yeah, I have people though that a couple of years ago, remember when like it's been like 2 years now, I think, that they haven't done it anymore, but they used to do the specific winter solutions face creams that were thicker for the winter time. They love those too, and they did them a couple years in a row, and then they stopped doing them, and I was like, whatever. Something that's irritating me, you know, in the long line of list of things that irritates me, is, do you guys remember like two maybe campaigns or maybe 3 campaigns ago, there was something in my What's New, and it was like just a generic advertisement thing that looked like something you would get in a magazine, or like in your, not even in a magazine. It was one of those generic ads that falls out when you get the stack of coupons in the mail once a week, and there's those generic ad cards that sort of fall out that nobody even looks at. We just, you know, use them to mark pages or throw them away. And there was one of those in my What's New, and I said, I don't know if this is supposed to be in here, or if somebody was looking at my particular What's New in the warehouse and was holding their place with this and just forgot to take it out, and it ended up in my order, or what. Avon is putting advertising, is selling advertising to companies and sticking these flyers in our What's New. And it's irritating me because, and it's not a very smart move on their part. I know that they're trying to make money from the advertising that they get. Like, you know, this company who has paid them to put these in our What's News has paid them a lot of money to do that. But if I buy this from this company, unless Avon somehow has a cut and has a way to track the sales and is getting a cut, which they probably are, because the code on here starts with AVWN, which would be Avon What's New, and then there's the rest of it. So they're probably making a portion of any sales that come from this. But if I buy this, that's however much money a month that I'm not buying this or this. So do they want to sell our products, or do they want to sell other people's products? Make up your mind. Okay, so there's an advertisement in your What's New for the Graze box, which is really kind of dumb for them to choose the Graze box anyway as what they want to put in there, because everybody and their brother, I mean, I can get these free codes anywhere because they're all over the place. So, you know, will some of the Avon reps take advantage of it, and Avon will make a couple dollars from it? You know, maybe, but this is irritating me. So expect to find one of these annoying advertisement cards in your What's New, and, you know, falling out everywhere. But it's for the Graze box, and I'm totally cool with the Graze box. I mean, I think the Graze box is a fun thing. I've seen it all over YouTube and everywhere else. You know, so it's not the Graze box that I'm irritated with. I'm irritated with Avon not focusing on selling their own stuff and focusing on selling other companies just so they can get a couple advertising dollars, so they can try to hold their head above water, because they can't get their shit together to get their brand together. Can I get an amen? Amber says, not full award sales means she won't buy. Me either. She's greedy for award sales. And even if you make it to President's Club, you need award sales to make it to the next level. So if you're trying to make it to a higher percentage, you still need the award sales. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay, so there's the advertisement thing that's going to fall out of your book for this What's New. Okay. The gift sets, the perfume gift sets that we sell every year at the holiday time, they're in here. I'm not going to show them to you. I'll just run through the fragrances that are included just so you kind of know. Because, I mean, they're all usually the same or similar from one year to the next. So they have one for Passion. They have one for Far Away. They have one for Luck for Her. And they have one for Ultra Sexy Pink. And then they have a 3-piece collection. And these are the boxed ones for the girls. Amber gave me an amen. Thanks, girl. For the men's, they're not selling the men's. Okay, so here's like an example of a box set. For the men's, they're not advertising these as a box set. They are advertising them as a set, but not like a fancy packaged box set. They have Black Suede, they have Wild Country, and they have Mesmerize. What they're doing is they're doing a special representative offer for the men's fragrances sets. Okay, so you save 40% off the brochure 23 special prizes. No limit, order unlimited quantities of campaigns 21 and campaign 2. You're billed the campaign in which you order. So it's not delayed billing. It's not full award sales, and your credit limit comes into play. So it's really just a stock up opportunity. I mean, you could sell these the pieces of the sets individually if you wanted to. Mindy's awfully quiet. Yeah, she said her computer earlier. She said her computer's crashed, so she was using her tablet. She didn't think she could comment with her tablet, but she was able to kind of get in. But she might have something going on. She didn't say. So I don't know. This is just normal stuff. This next item, I'm actually excited about. This, they get a thumbs up from me. They get a high five. They get an atta girl. They get a now you're talking. This I like. Because it's cute. They're finally like, this is something that, for one of the first things I've seen in a long time, where I'm like, you know what, that is something that will sell. It's a special representative offer. Earn 45% off the brochure 23 special prices. This is a 6-pack set. Now, I'm not saying to buy the set. I'm saying in the catalog it will sell. You get 2 of each. Your cost is $19.95. You earn $16.19. The value is $60. No limit. Order unlimited quantities. Campaigns 21 and 22. You'll be billed in the campaign in which you order. The your cost price is not full award sales. Yada yada. Okay, so these are called candy. They're body mists, and there's 3 different scents. The first one is grape gum drop. The second one is berry pop, and the third one is cherry mousse. They're going to sell full price. They're going to sell at $10, but they're going to intro at $5.99. I'm totally stoked with those prices. That is totally fine with me. You can demo them at $3.59 if you demo, but I never demo because I make more awards points if I buy it from the catalog. The packaging. The packaging is what I'm stoked about because this is cute and this will sell. Okay, it will sell to people my age, to people older than me, and to people younger because it's cute, right? This is just a packaging thing. I don't know what the quality of the body mists will be like. Our naturals line these days, the scent doesn't really last. So I don't know if the scent for these will last or not. But these are freaking cute, right? This is what we want to see. So let me, they have a smelly thing. This one is for cherry mousse. I smelled it before. It's sweet. It's your typical tween kind of fragrance where it's just fruity. It's just like a fruity scent. But cute packaging, cute ad with the candy and everything, good pricing. This I like. Okay, so I got excited when I saw that because we haven't seen this kind of thing from Avon in a long time. And this is the stuff that people always love from Avon. Packaging was the thing. I mean, our products had good quality, but packaging was the thing. And we haven't seen good packaging in a long time. There's some nail stuff. There's some nail gems. So you know, you see these kind of things all the time where you get the little round bin that has the little compartments with a clear top, and it's flat and it has different colored gems or different colored things you can put on your nail. That's what this is. So there's nail gems and then a nail gem applicator, which is basically like tweezers that just aren't sharp. So you can pick up those little things. I just use my nail polish brush. You get a little dollop of clear polish on the end of your brush, and you just, you know, pick up your gem and just put it on and you're done. The pricing is good. The nail gems will be $2.99 and the gem applicator will be $1.99. So stoked with those. So let me show you those. And it looks like fall colors, like gold, silver, black, kind of like a coppery orange, maybe like a gunmetal. The shapes are different. Like some are squares, some are circles, and some are like teardrops. And the sizes are a little different. So, I mean, that's cute and fun. And the pricing on that is spot on. So that's good. Then here is our holiday lip balms and our holiday nail file and our holiday hand creams. The hand creams are going to be Skin So Soft Signature Silk. This is where Mindy's going to be. She's going to be on top of the fact that the packagings don't coordinate. They do coordinate. No, they don't completely coordinate. They kind of coordinate. So remember we talked about that last year. Skin So Soft Signature Silk, Avon Care Silicone Glove Protective. They added the word protective. What is that? I don't know why. But anyway, silicone glove, Vitamoist, and then the Moisture Therapy Intense Healing and Repair, which those are the normal ones. The Signature Silk is not necessarily a normal holiday hand cream, but usually one of the Skin So Soft versions is. But the Vitamoist, the silicone glove, the Moisture Therapy, that's normal. Then the lip balms are going to be Moisture Therapy. There's a chocolate ganache with a little squirrel on it, almond sugar with a little owl, and pink meringue with a little fox. What does the fox say? Okay, so they're cute. They're cute. Minnie's not gonna appreciate the fact that they don't completely match up with each other. The Moisture Therapies both match. Oh, and here's the little nail file. It has a little reindeer on it. The Moisture Therapies match. There are two that are red, two that are pink. So the colors match there, but the character on the colors don't match. So like the red hand cream is a polar bear. The red lip balm is a squirrel. The pink hand cream is the same reindeer that's on the nail file with just a different color scarf. But the pink lip balm, it's like a peachy pink, like a salmony color it looks like, is the fox. And then two that don't match at all. There's the blue hand cream with the Santa Claus and a purple owl on the lip balm. So, but they're cute. I mean, you know, you can still mix and match them and make little sets if you want to. So they're cute. Here's our palette. You know, we always have like an eyeshadow palette with blushes and lip balms. 31 fabulous shades. It includes 21 eyeshadows, 6 lip glosses, 3 blushes, 1 bronzer, 1 design your look instructional booklet. So there's a little booklet in there that tells them how to make a look, but they don't show you it. It's not in color. It doesn't look like a high quality booklet. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm curious to see, there's nothing on here that shows us how the instructions are laid out. It doesn't look to me like it's probably like an in color eye example. So I'm curious to know what's inside that, but it's going to be $21.99, but you can demo it for $13.19 if you want to. But here's what it looks like. So eyeshadows, blushes and bronzer, lip colors, and then here's the little booklet, which is really just like white paper that's been printed on and folded up to look like a booklet. Okay. So, nice big mirror at the top. I would like to see it. I wish they would have shown it folded up as well, just to see what it looks like. But okay, special representative offer. Save 45% off the brochure 23 offer of any 2 for $40. So these in brochure 23, everything here is going to be 2 for $40. It's all of our new face care stuff, basically. Not the clinical stuff, but all of the, like the Vital, the Reversalist, the Platinum, and the Ultimate. No limit. Ordering campaigns 21 and 22. Get building that campaign. It's not full award sales. And, you know, your credit limit applies. So there's that. I would rather have award sales for $40 than award sales for $11. Okay, mark stuff. Let's see, what do I want to show you? There's some clothing and a purse and shoes. I don't think I'm going to show you those, though. They're doing a lot of faux calf hair. This is the second bag that I've seen recently that's faux calf hair. I'll tell you that. There's a dress that's like spandex and polyurethane. Kind of looks pleathery. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you the dress, because it's a little interesting. It sort of looks like a tunic top over top of a black leather skirt, but it's not. It's all one dress, and it's kind of, it has a reflection to the top of it that kind of looks like what pleather would look like, you know, fake leather. It's 97% polyester, 3% spandex with the polyurethane trim. It's called the Hit the Spots dress. So it's like a blue animal print with black. Amber says, "What? I know Mindy wants to see the shoes." I might show you. I might show them to you. I was just trying to cut back on time. Well, actually, you can see them because she's wearing them right there. So you see the baggie and the shoes. Here's what I like. Well, let me show you this first. They're doing fall shades of some of the Mark hookups. So in the liquid eyeliners, there is a wine color and a gold color. The wine's called Wind Up, and the gold is called Guilt Trip. No, I lied. Scratch that. In the On the Edge hookup liquid eyeliners, there is a gold color and a wine color. The wine color is called Amethyst. The gold color is called Guilt Trip. It's like a wine. It's not really purple, at least not the picture, but they're calling it Amethyst. Then the Glow Baby Glow hookups, which is the lip gloss, there is a wine color called Wind Up, and like a brownie nude called Truffle. Okay, so Amber says, "Sorry, that dress is ugly." She likes the shoes. That's like how I was like, "I'm going to show you this dress. It's interesting." Okay, so here's the wine lip gloss and the kind of brownie nude lip gloss. Here is the gold eyeliner and the amethyst eyeliner, which I think is kind of a wine color as well. Up here. Okay, this is what I'm stoked about. These are called the box set earrings. So it's 3 pairs of earrings, but these are the ones that has something on the front and something on the back, right? We've talked about these before, where what's on the back could potentially show, you know, kind of under, kind of behind the ear. But these could be reversed. You know, you can turn them around and put the post through the back and put the back on the front and get 6 looks out of it. you know, 6 looks out of 3 pairs of earrings. So they're calling them set of 3 pairs of 360-degree earrings is what they're saying. There's a pair that is like a gold hammered metal, and then the other side is a green, and the hammered metal is technically the back, and is bigger. The front is like a small square stud that is green acrylic. The next pair, the back, which is bigger, is a blue and white semi-precious stone. And they don't say what the stone is. And then the front is like a cube, like a gold cube that each side has 9 pave glass stones. So that one is a little, you know, a little bit of bling. But again, the back is bigger than the front. Then the third one, the back is a faux pearl that's like a dark gray color, like a gunmetal color. And the front is a cube, because the squares are all cubes, that is a gray semi-precious stone. And it doesn't say what the stone is again. But in this pair, the back and the front are about the same size. Okay? So the faux pearl is the only thing that's round. Everything else is cubes. But these I really like. They're really cute, really on trend. You know, you get 6 styles for the price of 3. Let's see what the price is. They're going to be $26, which we know the Merc stuff is high, probably too high. But, you know, so cute. You can see that the blue one, the blue semi-precious stone, is kind of like marbleized. It sort of looks like marble, like the color is kind of marbled through like a white sort of base. Can you tell that? And then you're not going to be able to see the little rhinestones on this, but those are little rhinestones there. And then here's the gray one. It's just like, I don't know, almost looks like graphite, like a hunk of graphite or something. So like that, that's cute. On trend, very on trend. That's it. So is there anything, does anybody want to see anything again or more? No, more of, oh, no, one more thing. They're doing special tote bags for the holidays. It's, you know, they're doing this whole marketing concept of this beauty for a purpose. So these bags are red bags with white writing, and the little handles are white. On the bag, it says, "Why buy from a faceless chain when you can buy from a friend?" And then beauty for a purpose, and then Avon. They're doing them in English and in Spanish. They're going to be $3.50 for a pack of 10. Okay. So, and apparently on the other side, it has the message on the one side, and then apparently on the other side, it just has the Avon logo, but they don't show the other side for that. But that's what they're going to look like. Okay. So that really is the last thing. So is there anything you guys want to hear more about or see more of, or want the price for, or want me to show you up close, or maybe I was showing you and not in screen, or anything you want more details on, anything I can look up for you, anything you need help with, yada, yada, yada. Bueller. If not, you guys know where to find me. Amber says cute. I think she means about the, I'm not sure if she means about the bag or about the earrings. I think the earrings. Maybe the bag. Maybe the bags, maybe the earrings. Something's cute. You're welcome. Okay, well, if there's nothing you guys want, you guys know where to find me. So if you think something later, you know how to track me down. All right, next time is going to be on the, let me see the date, 22nd, Saturday the 22nd. Be there or be square. All right, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, Amber says both. She meant both. Oh, and me. Oh, well, thank you. You guys know I don't. You guys know I just come plain faced, no hair, in my Avon, old Avon gear. All right. Love you girls and any guys who watch and participate and sell. I'll see you next time. Bye.